Sports Blitz Live is on the air with full coverage of the Auburn Tigers,
Touchdown Auburn!
the Alabama Crimson Tide,
Off to the inside, intercepted Alabama. Touchdown run.
and everything college and high school sports. Now, let's join Andy, Brett, Randy, and Luke for this edition of Sports Blitz Live.
Hello again, everyone, and good Tuesday evening. Welcome into this, the latest edition of Sports Blitz Live. I am Andy Graham alongside Brett Pritchard. We'll be with you for an hour tonight because of the Auburn basketball game, of course, out in Las Vegas as they'll take on Michigan this evening. Actually, that game gets started a little bit after 7:30.
Yeah.
So looking forward to that, but we know all of you out there, all you Auburn fans for sure, want to watch that game.
Right.
I hate, if you're an Alabama fan, you might be up a little late tonight.
Yeah, no kidding.
Not going to get tipped off till about 11 o'clock. But they are the last game of the day. They'll be taking on the Running Rebels of UNLV. So looking forward to that as well. It is Iron Bowl week. Huge game, obviously, in Jordan-Hare Stadium. That one we always look forward to each and every year.
Right.
A little bit more competitive, I think, a little bit more riding on this game this year, so that's a good thing. Even though it hasn't been the season that Auburn wanted, I think Auburn's all of a sudden kind of rounded in shape. Offensively, they playing so much better when it's funny, what's different about this team? I don't know, but anyway.
One man exited, thank God.
Yeah,
So.
but the high school playoffs will get going on Friday night. Going to be a lot of fun, 1 through 6. We already know who the 7A class championship game will be, Opelika and Thompson. But there goes some great matchups down to the Final Four, you could say, in each classification. Brett, you guys will be headed down to Mobile on Friday to check on Benjamin Russell and Saraland. Call that game. Going to be a lot of fun.
Yes, it is. Whenever you get a chance to get to the Final Four in anything, you've had a successful season. And, I know all four teams don't want their season to end with anything less than a blue map in their hand at this point. But the harsh reality is only one of these Final Four teams in every classification, only one of two left in 7A, are going to get to hold up the blue map. So obviously want to make it to Birmingham, get a chance to play for it. Got to get through one more tough opponent if you're Benjamin Russell and taking on Saraland, who has been to 6 out of 8 state championship games, I believe.
Wow.
Is the stat. So they have Jeff Kelly's built a big-time program down there, and he obviously Clay Chaltville in the north has kind of run things and beaten Saraland the last couple of times. I know that Parker won it last year. They knocked off Saraland, so Saraland has not fared very well when they've gotten there, but would love to see Ben Russell stop a 41-game home winning streak for Saraland. So
41
games in a row they've won at home. So
we were talking about this earlier, and for those in this area, that Benjamin Russell has had to go down there and deal with Spanish Fort. They've had to deal with Daphne. They have had to deal now with Saraland. Mobile has not been kind to BRHS in the playoffs, and people are talking about that. And I said, you know what? This team feels different.
It does.
This team's got a different confidence about it. Now, I'm not saying – I don't know what the outcome will be. I'm not predicting the outcome. But I'm just saying Benjamin Russell's not going down there thinking, oh, no, we got to go to Mobile. They're thinking, oh, good, we get a chance to go to Mobile.
No, you're right. No, I think you hit the nail on the head with this group. And, Ben Russell's had some great coaches over the years. But, I've had the pleasure of being around Kurt Johnson since the end of January this year, so coming up on a full year, and just his excitement. Andy, he's 67-3 as a head coach.
It's not bad.
I mean, he's got the highest winning percentage of any coach in the first 5 years in state of Alabama history. Got more wins than anybody in the first 5 years in the state of Alabama history. So he has a unique confidence about him, and it rubs off on the players. And the players on this team, Andy, are almost disturbingly too mature. It's like this kid's 17. You're not supposed to be this serious about everything, but I can name off Sedarian and Charles Chappelle and Kingston Prier, who, by the way, is 15, can't even drive yet, and is just unbelievable. There's no way you look at a kid like that and think he's 15 and can't even drive himself to go anywhere. Good thing he's got good friends, right? That can get him where he needs to go. But BJ Bedgood, and I can just keep going down the list of guys that have an uncanny maturity and business-like manner about themselves, and that's what it takes. They're not content with anything. They are glad they've gotten to this point. They're glad they won the region. They're glad that they're in the 4th round. That ain't the goal, man. And, they know this. Anything shy of hoisting that blue map is a failure to them. And, look, I know wherever the road ends, whether it be Friday night or if it ends in Birmingham with a win or a loss, they'll look back, and you'll look back as one of the better teams in Ben Russell history, and the stats they put up and the wins and the people they beat, and the only loss they've had is to the team that's in the 7A championship, lost to them by 5 and had the ball driving to win the game. He had about 20 penalties in the game.
Right.
So, if you had that to do over again, you probably feel a little bit different. But you said it. You really nailed it. This is a business-like, different mentality team. They don't think there's anybody out there that's better than them, and I'm not meaning that in an arrogant way. I'm just saying that they go and prepare, and I watch them at practice and the things that they do, and they're basically saying, look, yes, we got talent, but we're going to go out there and outwork you. And a lot of times when you add the two of those together,
you got something.
It makes it hard on the other team to win.
No question about it, for sure. We'll run down the rest of these, Clay Chalkville and Muscle Shoals on the other side. Muscle Shoals undefeated, really, really good. Defense going to be against a really good offense. Clay Chalkville, boy, that's going to be a great matchup.
Outstanding. I mean, again, I don't know that you could find a better matchup anywhere in the state outside of maybe Ben Russell Saraland. I mean, it's just these matchups on Friday are going to be phenomenal. And was up at Clay Chalkville a few weeks ago and spent some time with their players and their coach as they were getting ready to play Thompson and beat them for the 3rd consecutive year. They've got the same kind of mentality about them too. They're like, oh, we're not supposed to beat Thompson. We're talking about it, and he said, Thompson runs on the field against everybody else, and they see that T on the side of their helmet, and they go, oh. He goes, we don't do that over here at Clay Chalkville.
Clearly, Central Phoenix City does.
Phoenix City does.
They see that T and get nervous.
It does, but it doesn't for Clay Chalkville.
I know.
Clay Chalkville's like, I don't care what class you're in or what you do. We're better than you, and we're going to go show you. And that game was a classic with Clay Chalkville having to make a play at the very end of the game to win it, and they got a resolve about them. That's what is ahead in the 6A championship round coming up, whether it's Muscle Shoals or Clay Chalkville, Ben Russell or Saraland. It ain't no easy route for anybody. Nobody's looking across the field going, well, we got to give me.
Well, as I told JJ, we were talking on the scoreboard show, there are no bad teams. There are no bad matchups at this point in the playoffs. So.
In the Southside Selma kid, and I know we'll dive down, I just saw that, he leads the country in passing. He's in 8th grade, man.
8th grade.
He leads the country. He's thrown for over 5,000 yards this year, man. What in the world?
I don't know.
He's unstoppable.
Seaborn a few years ago, leading the 7A school to the state title in 8th grade.
Kingston Prier's a wily veteran compared to them. He's a sophomore. You
talk about guys being mature. I'm thinking, what was I doing at 15?
Are
you kidding
we
me?
had that talk the other – I know what you were doing at 15, the same thing I was doing. And the thing is that's my point. Andy, when I go on the hill and watch them practice, I'm like, man, this kid's 15 years old, and he, feels like he's a junior in college. There's not a part of me that didn't feel like he could go down to Auburn and start playing. Now. as far as the quarterback situation has been for the most part for Auburn this year. But it's really crazy how much time and effort these kids put into their trade, and how serious they are about it, and how much they want to be good, and how much they want to go to the next level. And, I tell everybody on the broadcast every Friday night, I'm like, take this in. You don't get to see Sadarian Morgan every year. You may never see another Sadarian Morgan. This guy is a once-in-a-lifetime player. He makes plays look routine that are not routine, and it's kind of unfair when he doesn't make a play and you go, because it's like he makes the craziest stuff look so routine, and you go, well, he's supposed to make that. And that's unfair to him because he's that talented. But he contorts his body in ways at 6'4", 225 pounds that you shouldn't be able to do.
Yeah.
And bend backwards and catch balls with one hand, and just he's just unreal. I mean, I said it when Malcolm had been Russell, and when you saw Tyree Gray playing, like, you take that in, soak the moment in, because those guys are special.
In 5A, Viger and Williamson, they played earlier this year. It was an absolute war. These two got two of the best defenses you'll ever see. That's a great matchup. Moody's a really good team. Scottsboro's kind of surprising. They're actually hosting at 8-4 in 5A, so that's that matchup. How about Anniston getting back? I went back and called up the Echoes to Steve Christopher and Orlando Waters here back in the early 90s.
I mean, you remember that.
Oh, my God.
Very, very
Benjamin Russell was down 21-0 and hadn't run a play. That's the truth. Addison got the ball, went right downfield and scored. Kicked a pooch kick.
Got it.
Scored. Kicked another pooch kick. Got it, and scored. They were down 21-0 before they ran a play.
And you know what? At that point, you go, hey, guys.
That team was just great.
Can we just head on to the bus?
Yeah, really.
But that again, Anderson's had some good football teams.
Yeah.
They didn't have one like that. And, when you like Viger's got a chance to win another state title. They're going to be in position Friday night to beat Williamson and go back to the state championship. They've won several since that 88 team. I mean, I'm just telling you, Andy, they were national champ. Like, there are certain times you stop and you go, man, you better take this in.
Yeah.
You're witnessing something that may be once in a generation. So
Anniston dropped down to 4A, but they're a really good team this year. They'll take on Plainview, who's also undefeated. Then you got Jackson and St. Michael. Again, a rematch of an earlier game this year. You got
Landon Duckworth and Xavier Crowell and Kean Chapman, like Red Chapman down there. I mean, I think some of them might be reconsidering their commitment to North Carolina. It's like, man, now maybe they won't. Like the Bill Belichick circus is, we had one just as bad in the Hugh Freeze circus. So, but a 4A team's got that many D1 players on it. And then St. Michael's got Gunnar Rivers and Phillip Rivers. And I was down there a few weeks ago and met with him and Gunnar, and just like, man, this kid, they're all they feel like they're in NFL. It's just crazy.
St. Michael's went to Jackson and won earlier this year.
We'll see without a couple of their best players, though.
Yeah.
So Jackson's fully healthy now. They didn't have Red Chapman in that game. I'll tell you, I talked to a guy the other day, and I know we got to get to our first break. I talked to a guy the other day from Jackson. He said, look, man, if we just hand the ball to Xavier Crowell 40 times, nobody'd beat us anywhere. He said, we got to make everybody happy and spread the ball around because we got all this talent. And he said, we allow teams to stay in the game because we do things that we shouldn't be doing. And he said, that's an Achilles heel for us. He goes, if we just line up and run the ball, Crowell, nobody beat us. He said, but we're not going to do that. He said, we're not going to do it. He said, we just ain't going to do it. And so, Landon Duckworth committed to South Carolina, Kean Chapman, North Carolina, Xavier Crowell to Alabama. They're trying to spread the football around and make everybody happy. So we
do have to go to our first break. Tennessee up 70-68 right now with 25 seconds to play.
Tough team
in that game.
Rick
so this is Houston, really, really good team. But Tennessee got another good team again.
They're very similar in style. And, Auburn's similar to them, too.
They are.
Those three teams, and they're coming down to the end. So.
All right, don't go anywhere. Just getting started tonight. We'll be back with more right after these messages.
When you want quality, selection, price, superior financing, and a pain-free buying experience, look no further than Sons Automotive Group of Montgomery and Auburn. Sons of Montgomery offers the best selection of Kias, Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks. Conveniently located on Eastern Boulevard, Sons Ford of Auburn is the region's Ford volume dealer. And when you shop at any Sons location, they will maximize all incentives and financing options for anyone's credit. Whether Kia, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram in Montgomery, or Ford in Auburn, Sons Automotive treats you like family because they are family driven.
If you're tired of the same old and you're hungry for something really good, then it's time to go to JR's Sports Bar and Grill. JR's has the best fingers and wings around, and their menu is loaded with appetizers, burgers, salads, and so much more. Follow JR's on their Facebook to keep up with their live music events and drink specials. And if after a long day you just want to stay in, remember JR's delivers. Call in your order at 256-329-2328. JR Sports Bar and Grill, 145 Alabama Street in Alexander City. Adams Motorsports of Montgomery knows it's the best time to ride. Right now, get the best deals on all of our Suzuki and Kawasaki street bikes, side-by-sides, four-wheelers, and dirt bikes. Adams Motorsports has it all, and our inventory is vast. Get out there, ride the streets and trails, and let Adams Motorsports make your pleasure our business. With family customer service and service after the sale. It's time to ride, so come see us on Eastern Boulevard in Montgomery or online at adamsmotorsports.com.
Inspired by the bold bison, Southern Union students blaze new trails every single day. They press forward knowing their SU education will lead them to success. Affordable, accessible, and locally unparalleled. Whether you're transitioning to a university or launching straight into a lucrative career, a degree from SU SDC can help you blaze your path. 3 locations, dedicated faculty and staff, endless possibilities. It's all waiting for you at Southern Union. It's time to venture forward. Register today.
Lee Apparel is your go-to vendor for screen printed and embroidered apparel and promotional products. We print and embroider free custom-made graphics or outsourced designs on everything from t-shirts, headwear, corporate wear, team sportswear, high-end safety apparel, and promotional products. At Lee Apparel, you can always expect quick turnaround time, competitive pricing, friendly customer service, and free in-hands delivery on all orders. Visit us at leeapparel.com to get started.
There's only one clear choice in the Lake Martin area for plumbing, heating, and air. That's All Clear Plumbing and Air. Our professionally trained technicians offer full service repair and installation on all major brands. From drips to water heaters, thermostats to entire air conditioning and heating systems, and everything in between. Our fast, reliable, and guaranteed top-notch customer service will keep you informed and up to speed through the entire process. Call us today or look for us on Facebook and Instagram at All Clear Plumbing and Air, 256-496-2056. License number 19172.
Welcome back, everyone, to Sports Blitz Live. Andy and Brett here with you. 256-234-6221 is our number here. Give us a call. Let us know what's on your mind. Again, we'll be live with you for the first hour of tonight's program. So if you want to get those phone calls in, now would be the time. We're going to have a replay.
We'll lose the radio here in about 20 minutes.
Yeah, so because of the Auburn basketball game a little bit later tonight, I say that 74-73 now as Houston hits a three.
Don't count them out.
With 5 seconds to play. So, we'll see what happens. But
it sounds like Tennessee's got it.
This is getting a little hairy here. Okay. We are brought to you each and every Tuesday evening by JR Sports Bar and Grill. Wonderful place to have lunch or dinner right here in downtown Alexander City. Go and check them out one day this week. Chris and Audra do a great job there. Great atmosphere, great food, and great people.
Just had
JR's Sports Bar and Grill. What'd you have?
I had the finger wing combo.
Well, I mean, why? How could you go wrong?
But I don't know that there's like 10 items I'd have mentioned you would have gone with.
There is no bad thing on the menu.
There's not.
I've had a lot of it, and
it's all good.
It's all good. All right, let me run down the rest of these, and then we'll move on and talk a little Iron Bowl or basketball or something. All right, 3A, you got – I mean, this is a classic matchup here, Piedmont and Mars Hill. This is at Mars Hill. Piedmont had the closest game they've had all year long. They beat Gordo 28-20. The next closest game was a 24-6. That was week 1. I think they're scoring, averaging 50 and giving up 8.
Well, they're going to have their hands full at Mars Hill.
Mars Hill may be the only team that's better.
That's right.
A better average of scoring.
Well, you know what?
Up.
But then if either one of them win, they got to take on the winner, Southside Selman Bayside Academy. So congratulations.
Yeah, really.
On getting that prize.
You want to talk about? I mean, either of those matchups, Southside Selman, Mars Hill, or that's going to be fantastic because Mars Hill in the championship game has blowed out basically whoever they played. So this is going to be.
They ain't blowing out one of those.
I would imagine so.
I'm just telling you.
Bayside's good too. I hear AC Slater had a really good game.
Yeah, and Zach was doing his conniving things.
All right. 2A, you got Coosa Christian, coached by Russell Probst at Pisgah. Both of those teams 11-2. Don't know much about Pisgah, but obviously they're pretty good.
They always got a good program. They're good in everything, Andy. They're good in basketball, girls and boys. They're good in baseball. They're good in softball. They're good in volleyball. They're just good in everything.
Right.
Like, it's all like when you hear Pisgah, it's like, well, what are they winning? What sport are they winning? And then Coosa Christian has been in trouble for the last 2 or 3 years, and they finally navigated their way to a semi. They've been a very tough program, and of course somehow Rush Probst finds their way.
Troubled program says,
"Let's go.
Who should we hire at this time to shepherd us through these dark waters? A man of integrity.
We go get a guy that's got plenty of experience in that realm." And
I guess he's just an interim for a year, right?
But that's here's the deal.
Yeah.
And I know, we don't have a dog in the fight. When that happened, when they suspended their head coach and they said they went out and got the Rush Pro, I literally, it's like, is this a joke? Is this like some kind of prank? And the wake of mess he left at Pell City, in that board meeting, I'll never forget it. I'll never forget watching that board meeting. That man creeped into their community for about 8 months and had completely divided it in 8 months. Had people at war against each other, probably friends that had been the whole life he had them mating each other, and board members. The guy's got some kind of power over. It's some kind of mystical power. I don't know. Man.
And the other side of the bracket, you got as classic a confrontation as you ever get in 2A. Lynette 11-2 at Reeltown 10-3. It doesn't get any better than that in 2A football.
It does not. And I was at Lynette and Reeltown. Faith and I were there. Was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. We were there yesterday. I have to check, man, see what dang day of the week it is. But we were there yesterday. Talked to Coach McDonald at Lynette. They're excited about hosting Reeltown again. They won that game 20-19 to win the region in the season. Reeltown's the defending 2A champs. Coach Johnson, there's nobody doing it any better than Matt Johnson anywhere. And Coach McDonald's trying to do that at Lynette, and he's really turned their program back around, obviously. And they've got a couple of really, really big-time studs on that team. And, then you go down to Reeltown, you got Elijah Woods and guys that have just been playmakers for forever for Reeltown. This is going to be an unbelievable matchup. That's why we chose to go there yesterday and kind of highlight those two teams, because it is a regional matchup. You do have a defending state champ going back to play a team that knocked them off and knocked them out of winning the region for the 4th consecutive year. It's going to be the makings of exactly what you want.
And the same thing goes in 1A as classic a confrontation, and I'd pay money to see this. I wish I could. I'd go to the game. If it wasn't, the day after Thanksgiving. Leroy undefeated at Maplesville, undefeated.
It's just I don't know that you get much better than that. I know I've said that on 4 matchups.
You talk about some kids that want to win.
That's just good old-fashioned high school football right there. And, I hate to say it, I don't know anything about Addison, but poor Addison.
Yeah, Wadley's at Addison. I don't know much about him, but Wadley's undefeated for a reason.
Wouldn't matter if they
Wadley behind at the half last week, and then they turned on the Jets.
Then they gave it to Jaquez Wilkes, and he scored 6 touchdowns.
Yeah. And then you got Thompson and Opelika. Opelika plays physical, but again, and I don't think they'll be intimidated. But
they won't be.
Thompson Thompson's going to win it. You know they're going.
Well, I mean, you feel like it, and I said that Auburn should have beaten them several years ago, and literally found a way. I've never witnessed anything like that in my entire life.
No.
And so Thompson was ranked like 10th in the country that year and hadn't had a close one, and Auburn really stuck it to them the whole game and found a way to screw it away and lost. So Opelika is not going to be intimidated, like you said. They found a way to get it done. They've been double-digit underdogs like almost all year to teams coming down the stretch, and they found a way to beat them. So, if I'm Thompson, I'm a little bit leery of that. You got a team that's coming in that's got a lot of momentum, but Thompson and Mark Freeman, they'll be ready. And, again, the Thompson-Phoenix City game was awesome. It was 35 to 14 with 9 minutes to go, and Phoenix City fought back, and then Pat Nix decided to roll the dice and go for two, man.
And I can't believe Mark Freeman. It was 35-21, and they had the ball at midfield because Central Phoenix City tried an onside kick. And on first down, they throw the ball a little fast. I was thinking Ed System. And he fumbles, picked up, run back for a touchdown, and all of a sudden you got a game.
Now it's a 7-point game.
And they go down and score again. So, like you say, would you have gone for two?
In the moment, you got to feel where your team is momentum-wise, and I'm assuming that Pat Nix, we've got them on their heels.
They did. They had all the momentum.
They had all the momentum, and they wanted to seize on that. And, the easy thing.
Good play call.
Well, that's one of the easy thing to do is to kick the extra point and roll it on into overtime. But maybe Pat Nix said, look, we can put it away right here. We've had, 21 unanswered points to come within – a point here. Let's go ahead and finish it off. And, hey, look, Thompson had to make a play and made it.
Yeah. All right, we got to take another break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after these messages.
This spring and summer, make your land, farming, lawn, and landscaping needs have zero risk and 100% success with Lake Martin Tractor and Outdoor. With 0% financing on all our Mahindra tractors, many with up to 84-month terms. Our inventory of Mahindra tractors and farm implements is beefed up, and more are coming in daily. We also have extended 0% terms on Spartan mowers to handle your mowing needs with the best and zero-turn mowers priced to move. At Lake Martin Tractor and Outdoor, your authorized Mahindra and Spartan dealer. L&M Pawn and Gun, located in the USA Factory Stores in Opelika, is East Alabama and West Georgia's complete gun, tactical, and pawn shop. It invites the region to shop over 500 firearms in stock, on the floor, and ready for sale at the market's best values. At L&M Pawn and Gun, we specialize in all tactical guns, equipment, and parts, including AK-47 and AR-15s. Specialized parts for tactical guns as well as suppressors and other parts you can't find anywhere. L&M Pawn and Gun has it all in the USA Factory Stores in Opelika, or shop online, lmpawnandgun.com.
Alex City and west side of the lake. It's time to celebrate because the all-new Lake Martin Pizza is open with the area's best pizza, and it's just down Highway 63 South in our town. Lake Martin Pizza of Highway 63 has a huge outdoor seating area with enclosed heated comfort, a full bar with cold beer, wine, and full spirit selection with family ownership and fun for the whole family. Dine in or pick up. It's just a short drive to our town and is hands down the area's best pizza. Like us on Facebook to see upcoming live entertainment and watch sports on our 360 wraparound TVs. Rejoice! Lake Martin Pizza on Highway 63 is ready for you.
I'm Joseph Dean with Lake Martin Funeral Home and Cremation in Dadeville. We are located at 16797 Highway 280, which is on the corner of 280 and 49 North. With an on-site crematory in Opelika and a cemetery in Tallapoosa County, we are a full-service funeral home. To get in touch with us, feel free to come by or call us, 256-750-0381. And for any other questions, you can visit the website at lakemartinfuneralhome.com.
Heritage South Credit Union in Alexander City is your community credit union, and they have been for over 80 years. Heritage South Credit Union proudly serves Tallapoosa, Coosa, Lee, Chambers, Randolph, and Chilton counties. From checking to business accounts, to share savings to club accounts, to their kids club and investments. Visit them online at myhscu.com. Heritage South Credit Union, your community credit union for 80 years. Federally insured by NCUA.
Welcome back, everyone, to Sports Blitz Live. Andy and Brett here with you. Only about 30 more minutes for the live edition of Sports Blitz Live. We'll replay myself and Randy today from the Auburn Blitz in the second hour, and what a show it was. Great calls. It was a fun show. But anyway, you'll get to see that. All right, Brett, it's Iron Bowl week.
Yes.
A lot riding on this game. Alabama. This is a must-win, I feel like, for sure, for Alabama. This is to go to the playoffs. This is to get in the SEC title game. This is to get into the playoff. I'm going
to say this, and again, we've been down this road with Auburn many times, but Auburn has a chance, despite how this season has been, to really kind of gain a little momentum against Alabama in the state right here, because DeBoer missed the playoffs last year.
Yeah.
If they beat them.
Rumors about his job status.
They beat Alabama at home with an interim coach and, all the crap, the turmoil, and then you kind of springboard that into, Auburn ended on a positive note, and got a new coach coming in, a new vision. You want to continue to finish strong in recruiting and keep the roster. And then Alabama's over here now possibly looking for a coach, possibly figuring out. I mean, it's just you got a chance to swing a little. I'm not saying you're swinging it all, but swing some moment, take advantage, ruin some things for them, knock them out of that game, that title game, SEC championship, knock them out of the playoffs for before they miss it for the second consecutive year.
Well, after Saturday, you feel like maybe there's a little hope for the future. And you look at that and you think, good. I mean, what have we been doing?
Not evaluating talent.
I mean, I told Randy this today. Even no matter what happens in the game, if Auburn beats Alabama 48-0, which I would love, but if that were even if that happened,
right,
I'd look back and say we have absolutely wasted the last 5 years.
You would be more mad if we did some things, coming down the stretch to win out, and we didn't. We didn't beat Vanderbilt, but then if he would have just stayed on, I mean, and you're right, because you underachieved so massively underachieved. It just makes you.
We've wasted 5 years though. 5 years of our lives, Brett.
Have been wasted.
We're not getting any younger.
No, I totally agree.
I mean, it's.
I'm with you, man. I mean, it's kind of like the stock market. When you watch it, everybody goes, "Don't watch it every day," and I don't. I do. I lied. I do. But like, it'll go up, and then it'll go up. Your investments and all, they'll go up for 3 days, and they'll drop down for 4, and it go up and then drop down and drop, and like. It's not about the up and down. It's not your investment's going to continue to rise over time. Yeah, but the problem is everybody goes, well, just hold on, it'll wait. I'm like, but time ain't waiting. Like, okay, we just went up and down for a month and didn't gain a damn dime. Like, it's just like all the way across, like just a sterile deal. It's like, I know you got to be patient, but it's like, my gosh, like the amount of time. Like, can we just keep on a and I know it fluctuates because of different elements and stuff, but it's what you're saying. You don't get it back. You don't get the time back, man. And here's the thing
that's why it's so important to this next coaching hire.
Back,
that's
Andy,
why it's so important.
And you look at the players we've had, and you go, we waste like most teams. You look back in history, and you go, I look back at James Willis, one of the best linebackers at Auburn, and he played on so many crappy teams. It's like. That's what I remember about him, being on a crappy team. You're going to look back unless something changes and go, Cam Coleman, one of the best, because he's going on to the NFL to be a superstar. I don't care what anybody says.
Sure. Oh.
You're going to look back and go, Cam Coleman played at Auburn? Huh? Hey, they can have a winning record with that guy. Hey, it's embarrassing, man. Like, that's where Hugh Freeze should bury himself in the biggest sand pit he can find and go, that was an injustice to the coaching fraternity and football historically, that I did such a poor job, I ought to be banned from ever even going in another stadium. I shouldn't even be allowed to watch anymore. That was such a putrid effort. You scored 100 points in the last 2 games, and he couldn't have scored 100 points in 2 years.
You know how many we scored in the previous 6 SEC games?
I don't want to know.
Combined?
in the previous 6 SEC games, it probably somewhere around 60 points.
Actually, we scored 90, I think.
Okay. Well,
and we scored 100 in the last two.
It's
Not SEC, but I mean.
But I know what you're saying.
Look, it's Mercer.
But
we all get that.
But it wasn't. Hey, Vanderbilt was on the road.
38 points on a good team, on a top
team that's gonna make
top
playoffs.
15 team.
They beat Tennessee. They're in the playoffs. What world are we living in? What world are we living in where Auburn can't get out of the ditch and Vanderbilt's 10-2 going to the playoffs? They're going to go to the playoffs before Auburn. They're going to go to the playoffs. They're going to make a playoff before Auburn.
And we might steal their coach.
You know how we're not, but the thing is, like how we used to say, when they had the odds at the beginning of the year, and I always had an odd beside Vanderbilt. I'm like, there's a greater chance of a meteor coming from outer space than them winning or making the SEC championship.
You better start stargazing.
You better start looking up in the air and see, because look, how crazy would it be for Vanderbilt to make the playoffs and have a home game, win that, and then be one game away from a national championship game? Like I don't know if like that the world may be coming to an end.
It may be
if Vanderbilt makes it through the playoffs and plays for a national.
I mean, I think it just speaks to how much difference a quarterback makes
There's no
to
question
a
about
team and a season.
And that guy refuses to lose, man. Like I watched him in that game, Andy, and he's like, I don't care if they're beating us or not. They're not winning this game. You saw it in his eyes. He's like, we ain't losing this.
Yeah.
We are not losing this, man. All right. It's crazy.
All right, we'll go ahead and take another break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after this.
Thunderbolt Lightfoot at Oscar's Cafe on Highway 49 South in Dadeville, Alabama is looking to see you today. Now, let me tell you, they got great food. They've always had great food all these years. Now, they still got that atmosphere. They still got that service. They still cater. Let me stop right there. 15 to 415 they can handle. So give them a call today at Oscar's, Highway 49 South in Dadeville. 256-825-4827.
Hillary Towers may very well be the Lake Martin area's best-kept secret. An affordable senior citizens community located on Highway 22 East in Alexander City. Spacious one-bedroom units are currently available. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today for more information on the newly renovated Hillary Towers, 256-329-0552. 256-329-0552. Hillary Towers, 22 East, Alexander City.
2025 RVs are here. Be the first to see the latest and greatest from your favorite manufacturers and lock in special show pricing at your local Camping World.
At C&T Electric, our clients are our priority. For the safety and security of your family and home, our technicians are professionally trained, drug tested, background checked, and wear uniforms with name tags. We're proud to have served the Elk City, Dadeville, and Lake Martin areas for the past 10 years. Give us a call at 256-234-0007 for all your electrical service and repair needs, or visit us on the web at www.cntelectricllc.com and spell out the word "and."
Inspired by the bold bison, Southern Union students blaze new trails every single day. They press forward knowing their SU education will lead them to success. Affordable, accessible, and locally unparalleled. Whether you're transitioning to a university or launching straight into a lucrative career, a degree from SU SDC can help you blaze your path. 3 locations, dedicated faculty and staff, endless possibilities. It's all waiting for you at Southern Union. It's time to venture forward. Register today.
When you need an automotive hero, you got to call S&S Discount Tire Pros. With locations in Alexander City and Dadeville, we are here to serve you today. From quick services like oil changes and tire rotations to in-depth automotive repairs such as suspensions, brakes, and tune-ups, S&S can take care of all your tire needs. You just have to focus on what's important and love the drive. Call S&S Discount Tire Pros today. We are automotive heroes, and we are here to serve you.
2025 RVs are here. Be the first to see the latest and greatest from your favorite manufacturers and lock in special show pricing at your local Camping World.
Welcome back, everyone, to Sports Blitz Live. Andy and Brett here with you. Only a couple more segments in the live portion of tonight's show. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us. We are brought to you each and every Tuesday evening by Sunshine Heating and Air. For all your heating and cooling needs, give Kevin Kill and his crew a call today. It's about to get cold outside. Thanksgiving going to be a little.
Yeah, just hold on. It won't last.
Oh, no, it won't last long. But, I think it's actually going to try to turn fall or
turn
winter
fall
here.
as we go into
it should be interesting as this weather blows through tonight and brings this cold snap. Yep. Okay. Iron Bowl, we were talking about it. Give me your thoughts on the matchup here. Alabama comes in. Ty Simpson obviously throws the ball. Alabama doesn't run. They don't even try to run the ball, really. They're not very successful at it. They're one of the worst teams in the SEC. Auburn's one of the best teams.
You'd ever say that about an Alabama team?
No. Auburn's one of the best teams. Well, they hadn't had Kelly on the board in a while.
That's right.
Auburn's one of the best teams at stopping the run. So that seems like you're going to feel like Auburn's got a huge advantage there to make Alabama one-dimensional.
Right.
The problem is Alabama throws the ball extremely well. They're very proficient. Ty Simpson, he's acquitted himself quite well. Auburn doesn't do a great job against the pass. So what's the key for Auburn here?
Pressure. Figuring out how to dial up pressure from different things and different different looks and disguising things, and that's what DJ Durkin and the secondary group is going to have to do. They're going to have to Auburn's going to bring everybody up, and again, they're not going to Alabama. I don't think running the football is a threat, but Alabama's going to try to do some things to create some mismatches. Brian Williams has been an anomaly this year. It's weird. He hasn't done much. Jeremy Bernard is the guy that you have to watch, and they've got a couple other weapons. The tight end I know is a dangerous guy, but it's been shown in the last few weeks if you bring pressure on Ty Simpson, he's made some bad decisions, and so Auburn's going to have to roll the dice a couple of times. You can't sit back and let him methodically take Alabama down the field throwing the ball. So you're going to have to take some chances. You got to bring some pressure from some different places, and you're going to have to disguise it. And you're going to have to confuse that offensive line, which Oklahoma did.
Yeah.
And we're able to get back there and make life hell for Ty Simpson.
Keldrick Falk going to play in this game now.
Yeah.
You look and say, well, he hasn't done a whole lot this year, but he is a huge leader.
No, you take him off the field and you find out who's making the plays. They're not making any anymore.
Yeah.
Like he demands so much attention. And again, if you taught any NFL guy or whatever, that's why he's so good. That's why Xavier Atkins is so free to roam and make plays. That's why you got other guys along the front that are making plays, because Keldrick Falk's on the field. You take him off the field and you find out how quick he was, how big of an impact he is.
So what about this Auburn offense against Alabama's defense? What about that matchup? Obviously Auburn, that's the kind of wild card, because we've seen two games where it's completely different than it's been in an entire year.
Right.
What are we going to see more of that? If this offense can it possibly continue to be that explosive?
Alabama doesn't have hardly any film on this new offense. You got the Vanderbilt game that you can really break down. You're not going to get much out of the Mercer film because Deuce Knight played the entire time. Right. You didn't see any Ashton Daniels. And then you got a little bit, which I would throw in the trash, the second half of Arkansas, because that was Hugh Freeze, and I wouldn't do anything. I wouldn't prepare on anything that he was part of. So you really got that one tape on Vanderbilt that you look at and you go, okay, we can really try to dive in. Most of the time you got a whole season of things to look at and work on, and they got one film.
Yeah.
And so I know we didn't get a chance to go to practice this week at all. It was closed completely. It's the first week of the season. We haven't been given access to at least one day of practice. So, things, keeping it all in-house, and I don't blame
Come out in triple op.
Well, could. Don't hold your breath on that. But, I don't blame them. DJ Dirk and Derek Nix, they're like, look, we got some things. We want to tweak some things. We're going to add some things. and we don't want distractions with our players being asked a bunch of questions about the coaching search and, all this kind of stuff. We want to be as family-oriented and closed off as we possibly can get this week because we need to finish strong. I think that's the mentality.
Yeah, DJ Durkin said in his press conference, you guys want to go to the NFL, this is your opportunity to have a pro mindset.
Yeah.
Take care of yourself. Take care. You eliminate all the distractions. Focus on the task at hand. You got a big game, but you got Thanksgiving. You got all these different things going on. But can you get ready and prepare yourself to play in this game? And I'm sure both teams will be prepared. They'll be ready. The one thing is this a Dennis Franchione? Maybe?
I mean, a
guy looking around for another job. Alabama may come out and they may run Auburn out of the stadium. I don't know, but
I don't think so.
I think this is probably going to be it.
Auburn hadn't been run out of the stadium in 2 years. That's the thing.
Well, the last three Iron Bowls in Jordan-Hare Stadium have come down to the final drive.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's not the same exact way again this year.
I wouldn't be surprised either. Now, 2 of those times Auburn's had their guts ripped out, and I was there, and my guts are still on the field. But hopefully that does not happen again. Okay, Brett, let's look at some games this weekend. Arizona, this Friday, on Friday, the day after Thanksgiving, Arizona is at Arizona State. The Wildcats are a 1.5-point favorite over Dilly Dilly. Who you like?
I don't know about that. At Arizona State?
At Arizona State.
No, I'm not.
Let's call it the Battle of the Deserts here. That rivalry needs a name. It may have a name. But if I don't know it, that don't mean it ain't very popular.
I don't know. Obviously, to cut in, Auburn's playing horrific because my phone's blowing up. And I've got people going, what are we doing? P-poor shooting. Teetotal disaster. We're down 9-2, and obviously playing
9-2.
Listen to this.
Yeah.
Talking about this tournament. By the way, we're 0 of 7 shooting. That's why.
That's not good.
That's why everybody's pissed. Auburn would have to win by 10+ points in order to make the Final Four of this tournament. What? I mean,
I guess. What are we going to soccer rules now?
I guess, man. Like you have, got to win by a certain amount of goals. So.
Okay. Well, let's just worry about winning.
We are like these texts are something else. We've had a complete meltdown 4 minutes into the game. That's what we're used to.
That's true.
This is Auburn.
All right, the Egg Bowl on Friday.
Egg Bowl, what Auburn's shooting?
That's right. The stinking Egg Bowl.
Auburn's down 11-2 now.
Okay. Ole Miss is 7.5-point favorite. Any chance here for an upset from the Dogs?
No.
How about Georgia at Georgia Tech? All of a sudden, Georgia Tech doesn't look quite as formidable as they did, but they've given Georgia fits.
They got to go to Georgia Tech, so we'll see.
Texas A&M at Texas. The Aggies only a 2.5-point favorite here.
Just seemed like
undefeated for an undefeated regular season.
Could it just unravel for them, right?
I'm sure that it could.
It almost
Arch may have the game of his life.
If South Carolina doesn't blow the lead of the century, I mean, they've already got that loss. If Auburn plays just half a offense, they lose to Auburn at home.
That's true.
So they're vulnerable. They've got it in them.
Yeah, I would agree. All right, we're going to take one final break, and then we'll come back and close out the show. More to come right after this.
If you're tired of the same old, and you're hungry for something really good, then it's time to go to JR's Sports Bar and Grill. JR's has the best fingers and wings around, and their menu is loaded with appetizers, burgers, salads, and so much more. Follow JR's on their Facebook to keep up with their live music events and drink specials. And if after a long day you just want to stay in, remember JR's delivers. Call in your order at 256-329-2328. JR Sports Bar and Grill, 145 Alabama Street in Alexander City.
The all-new Winter Timber is now open. Located right next to the Walmart Market across from the Auburn Mall. If the outdoors is your lifestyle, Winter Timber is your new headquarters. From rifles, ammo, and hunting supplies, camo, and all the outdoor essentials, they've got it in stock and ready for you. Winter Timber is here to serve Auburn, Opelika, and the entire Lake Martin area. And they'll make the drive worth it. For the best selection and the best service in outdoor gear, one name says it all. Winter Timber, the best in outdoor needs.
Russell Medical Total Fitness is ready. Are you? Do you have arthritis? They can help. Pilates are for everyone. Ask them about the Silver Sneakers program. Get moving in a class now, or if you prefer, personal training on land and water are available. They have invested in new equipment for you. Invest in yourself with a dedicated and knowledgeable staff. Call today, 256-329-7623.
Satterfield Outdoor Living is Lake Martin's trusted friend for your outdoor land and leisure needs. We're the region's authorized Skag mower dealer for residential and commercial lawns and offer all the small engine accessories you need with top lines of Steel, Echo, Shindaiwa, Husqvarna, and Metabo products that can tame any landscape. Satterfield is also your grill headquarters with Big Green Egg Grill, and our pros service everything in-house and back up all sales. Get the Satterfield Outdoor difference on Highway 280 right across from Tallapoosa Ford.
Main Street Family Urgent Care. Main Street Family Care offers a wide array of services that allows them to treat many conditions, and they also offer primary care. In addition to these services, they also offer DOT physical exams, lab testing, sports physicals, and vaccines. They accept most major insurance plans, including Medicaid. Main Street Family Care open 7 days a week. Main Street Family Urgent Care. Heal better, feel better fast.
Zaxby's birthday cake milkshakes are back. Just in time for Zaxby's 35th birthday, so they're gifting you half-off handcrafted milkshakes. Happy birthday to us all. Zaxby's handcrafted milkshakes. Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's. Sign Source is your local vendor for commercial and residential sign manufacturing and installation. We offer all kinds of lighted and non-lighted signage, from retail signs, LED message centers, event banners, vehicle wraps, the whole spectrum. We also offer service and repair on existing signs, as well as retrofitting to LED or installation of outsourced signage. We have the knowledge necessary to fulfill all of your signage needs in the short or long term. Visit signsourcenow.com to get started.
Welcome back, everyone, to the final segment of Sports Blitz Live on this Tuesday evening. Not going too well for the Tigers, down 15-4 right now. 15 minutes left in that one. So, we finally made a three-pointer to Hyde Pettiford, finally, 15-7. So, at least they're making some sort of a comeback here. Yeah. All right, looking at some games this weekend, Brad, as we close out the show tonight. Kentucky is on the road at Louisville. This is a game only a mother could love. 2.5, the Cardinals are favored here.
Yeah, go ahead and roll with the Cardinals.
Go ahead. They on a 2 or 3 game losing streak,
Jeff
I believe.
Is that who you wanted?
That's who the people wanted. It's what some people wanted. Clemson is at South Carolina. Carolina is a 2.5-point favorite at 4-7.
You know what? I'm not surprised by that.
Really?
I'm not. Not at home. Clemson's an open man. Clemson.
How much longer Dabo gonna be there?
Dabo's lost it, man. He's lost it. So.
Usually when you lose it, you don't get it back.
You don't get it back, man.
So we'll see. Florida State at Florida. Boy.
He's going to Alabama, by the way.
Yeah. He may do it. The Gators are a 1.5-point favorite at home here.
Boy, there's some stink in these rivalries, isn't it? Like Clemson and South Carolina's record. Just good grief, man. It's just
that's exactly
Florida State, Florida, Jesus.
That's the appropriate stuff. Good grief. That is the appropriate reaction.
I don't know, man. What else to say?
Yeah. You don't like Gus to come in there and get them bowl eligible?
I get no.
All right, is Florida State going to have a new coach next year? New head coach?
They said no. They said they're going to ride with Norfolk.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Didn't they say that?
What about South Carolina? They going to ride with Beamer again? I can't believe those two jobs don't come open. What about Arkansas? Who are they going to hire?
Good question.
Gruden?
No.
Nothing crazy?
No, I don't think so.
All right. Vandy is at Tennessee. The Volunteers are a 3.5-point favorite. Can Vanderbilt continue to roll and pull this one out?
I think they can. But you know what? I said they can, but they won't.
Oh.
They can, but they won't.
But they won't.
Tennessee going to win it at home.
Yeah. I probably tend to agree with you. I will go with Vanderbilt just to be contrary, but I would.
You don't trust.
I don't trust them for anything. All right, the game they say is the greatest rivalry in all of college sports.
Joel Klatt says it.
Ohio State is at Michigan. They are a 9.5-point favorite, but throw that out because they've been a big favorite the last few times,
right?
And they can't seem to get over the Michigan hump.
They can't. Michigan has their number.
Will they get over it
this
year? They will this year.
Yep, they will this year.
I think, is it 3 in a row or 4 in a row Michigan's won? I think it's 3 in a row.
I think they've won 3 in a row.
Okay, so I tell you, if it goes bad early, though, look out. If Michigan has some success early.
I know. And it's a mental thing in some of these things, man.
All right, I won't ask you to make a prediction quite yet.
Yep.
On the Iron Bowl, but Alabama is a 6. It's moved to 6.5. It was 5.5, I think. So I don't know what that means. I guess that
might put money on Auburn is what it means.
Okay. Auburn is, 5-6 on the year, trying to get bowl eligible, trying to get that Shreveport or that Birmingham Bowl.
Hey, at this point, you take what you can get right now.
Absolutely. To close out, and at least look competent,
right,
and get a sneak peek at Deuce Knight. And to win the Iron Bowl, I would be, at least the game would end on a positive. Season would end on a positive note.
Right.
Well, just give me your just initial feeling going into this game.
Gonna come down to the end, man. I'm gonna save all my stuff for the end of the week, obviously, but I think Auburn. You need to just do something going their way, and Alabama just hasn't played well lately, and I think they understand the pressure. The pressure's on them; it's not on Auburn. Auburn isn't supposed to do anything anyway, so all that kind of adds up, and. Like you said, the last couple of times, and Jordan Eric's come down to the end. I think it's going to again. I'll save what I think is going to happen till the end of the week.
Now, y'all are doing a show on Friday. Are y'all doing a podcast? Or y'all doing
we'll do a podcast
from Mobile? Or y'all doing
we'll
one
do a podcast that morning.
Okay,
and then don't know about what we're going to do with the show yet on Friday. So stay tuned on that.
Okay,
so we have got to be rolling towards Sarah Land.
Yeah, I figured. All right, that's pretty much going to wrap it up for us. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us. Stay tuned if you'd like to check out the Auburn Blitz from this afternoon. But we're going to leave it with you. Auburn down 21-10 right now, about 12 minutes ago in the first half. So, this is a good chance for Auburn to have some adversity and see if you can overcome.
To persevere, right?
That's right. All right, thank you so much for being with us. He's Brad. I'm Andy. So long for now. We'll talk again soon.
Lee Apparel is your go-to vendor for screen-printed and embroidered apparel and promotional products. We print and embroider free custom-made graphics or outsourced designs on everything from t-shirts, headwear, corporate wear, team sportswear, high-end safety apparel, and promotional products. At Lee Apparel, you can always expect quick turnaround time, competitive pricing, friendly customer service, and free in-hands delivery on all orders. Visit us at leeapparel.com to get started.
Summertime is a special time. Time on the water, time away from work, and more time with family and friends. Make sure your heart is ready for the season with an appointment at the UAB Heart and Vascular Clinic at Russell Medical. I'm Dr. Kevin Sublett, and our entire clinic is dedicated to keeping your heart healthy. We're right here in your own community and backed by the knowledge and expertise of UAB Medicine. Make an appointment today by calling 256-234-2644 or visit uabmedicine.org/HeartRussell.
Ivy Creek Healthcare is excited to showcase their newest clinic, Ivy Creek Family Care of Lake Martin, located conveniently near the main entrance to Stillwater's on Highway 49 South in Dadeville. Ivy Creek Family Care of Lake Martin is an urgent care with walk-ins welcome. Whether you need lab work, x-rays, or immediate care, find comfort here at Ivy Creek Family Care of Lake Martin. Ivy Creek, here when you need us most. 256-827-5379.